Shit! Out!
We'll be watching you, Miss Leon.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but...
And my weapons?
Don't worry.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say? Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blubber. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon talk at the Pnyx. Even for a politician, he's scum.
Bah, you sound like every other blowhard in this place. Cleon is a champion of the people, and he's ready to tear down Pericles' elitism.
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Ethmipos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped of power. Not that it worked.
Yet, Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
This has been useless. Chiere.
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked. Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
You have enough servants. Get them to do it.
Shame. If you change your mind, I promise to pour the oil on you and lick it off. I was just about to come find you. Clearly, you were thinking the same thing I was.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say some...
I am in a party. Good.
After my argument with Sophocles,
What up,
I
pork
think
minutes?
I'd rather keep my head clear.
Uh-oh. I ain't gonna straight bitch with it, though.
I'm
Alright.
Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to
I'm
bring
gonna bitch
some
with
wine.
it.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower
Oh,
on
the way you're looking
Pericles'
at me.
ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And
Oh,
yet
me, bro.
it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Morning for me. 5:30. So right now, I'm trying to find my mama. The dude in the back's being all gay. Oh, he is on one. And I gotta figure out info from him, but I don't think these two get along or some shit. I'll be back.
I'll return. And when I do, you two will drink up.
Hell yeah. Sound like a fucking plan. Oh. Some of my friends from high school. Fucking losers. Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta be careful in this game. You can kill the... What is this? Oil? Oh. Let's go. Hashtag poggers in chat. Let's go, boys. Move. Boy, I got the lotion. I'm putting the lotion on your skin. I mean, knock knock, motherfucker. Yeah. Since he's so weird, I think it'd be more easy to manipulate. Those people are just drinking.
Did you
Look.
bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
Hope this don't go crazy though.
We're saved!
She wanted to lick that shit off, he said.
Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's
Gotta go,
have some fun! What do you say? Care to
We're playing Red Dead later.
join us?
Need someone to play with, and I'll also be playing Rainbow today. Maybe. Holy shit. We're not going love, dude.
It's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business
This
right
motherfucker was
until
trying.
the end.
I could have just took out my
like
clothes.
that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful
is that a necklace
women
or a
I've
tattoo?
ever met have been in Corinthia.
Can't be serious. What?
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to...
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues.
The celebration
When you reach Corinth,
continues.
Find Anfusa. No one
Anfusa.
goes in or out of the city without her knowing.
Okay.
Until we meet again.
I'll get out of
Anfusa
here.
in Corinth.
Let's get out of here. Let me know that. That was a little. Nothing against gay people, but he's a high gay person. Yeah, watch out. Oh, that's his door. What the hell? Awkward. I gotta get this dude drunk. Where the liquor? No. Who did?
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
What are we doing here? I want
I'm
sweet,
here
dude.
for your sweet wine.
I'll listen.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Damn, bitch. Fuck you too. I won't crack it. Hi. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
It's come back for more. Care to
It.
see my impression
They call
of
me it, though. I don't
Protagoras?
like that either.
I call it the flapping
Fuck him.
bladder.
I'd fuck you up, dude.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Did he just tell us the name of his penis? What the fuck?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for
Hey,
more?
we're getting fucked up. Shot, 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 shot. Look at yourself.
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could
Two cups,
outdrink
you got pee?
both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
Wine.
You ready for another?
Oh my
Wine is
gosh.
terrible.
That was horrible, fakely.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
What the hell?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta
Every
a
white
long
chick
time
drunk
ago.
right there.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children.
wondering.
She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every Pidis, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary.
There's some weird ass necklaces. Did you see that? That one's like chunks of gold. Another one's like the
I
wannabe
should know,
ring.
it's my home.
After what she...
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician.
I love getting drunk.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates
Think about-
in Argos. Here I
Yeah, go
come.
Go talk to the homeboy. I do not mean to run into him.
How's Euripidis? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. If the British won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact.
Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachmae over the noble path that leads to knowledge.
Like I told you, knowledge can't feed me.
But the mind must be fed as well.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature.
It is an art.
Yet,
don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said...
I never...
But you...
I said the...
You're wasting your time.
Aspasia.
I couldn't help but note. Ah, Phoebe. That'll be fine. Now, allow me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. Fine. We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that.
These may be the...
It seems we have the attention of the entire room.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirimi.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named...
He's a good man.
Alcibiades.
I'm sure he did.
That's all I...
There is another option.
What's his...
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Απάγεται τούτο. Αυτό Ιον τεστή ήδη συγγράφει μόνον τραγωδία. Άλλης απολύσεις.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Τα ημάτια πιστεύω στο σώμα με λένε το αυτό.
Αμήνατον εστί!
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join...
You really do.
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds...
Or a...
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice.
There is a woman...
Before you...
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye.
Get the news. Apparently, the Silver Fox himself will be taking over our training.